Our story begins in the heart of Africa, millions of years ago. This vast and diverse continent, with its sprawling savannas and dense forests, was the cradle of humanity. It was here that the first chapters of our incredible journey were written. Early humans, our distant ancestors, emerged onto the savannas. These early hominins were a part of the natural world, yet they were destined to change it in profound ways. They were not the strongest creatures, nor the fastest. Surrounded by predators and larger animals, survival was a daily challenge. But what they lacked in physical prowess, they made up for with their remarkable minds. Yet they possessed a unique gift, the ability to think, learn, and adapt. This cognitive flexibility allowed them to innovate and create tools, which became extensions of their own bodies. These early humans lived as hunter-gatherers. They developed strategies for hunting and gathering, ensuring their survival in a world that was often harsh and unforgiving. They roamed the land in search of food, following the rhythms of nature. Their movements were dictated by the seasons, the availability of resources, and the migration patterns of animals. Their lives were deeply intertwined with the environment. They learned to read the signs of nature, understanding the behavior of animals and the growth cycles of plants. They depended on their knowledge of plants and animals for survival. This intimate understanding of their surroundings was crucial for finding food, medicine, and materials for shelter. Life was challenging, filled with dangers and uncertainties. They faced wild animals, harsh weather, and the constant threat of starvation. Yet they persevered. Yet these early humans possessed a remarkable resilience. They built shelters to protect themselves from the elements and worked together to overcome obstacles. They learned to use fire, a powerful tool that provided warmth, safety, and the ability to cook food. Fire transformed their lives, offering protection from predators and a means to prepare more nutritious meals. This discovery marked a significant step in our journey. It was a leap forward in our ancestors' ability to manipulate their environment and improve their chances of survival. Through cooperation and ingenuity, our ancestors not only survived but thrived. They developed complex social structures and shared knowledge across generations, laying the foundation for future advancements. They expanded their territories, venturing out of Africa and into new lands. This migration was driven by curiosity, necessity, and the relentless human spirit to explore and adapt. The story of humanity was just beginning. From these humble beginnings, our ancestors set the stage for the incredible journey of human evolution, a journey that continues to this day. Around 70,000 years ago, something extraordinary happened. It was a moment that would forever change the course of human history. A cognitive revolution swept through the human species. This revolution wasn't marked by a single event, but was a gradual awakening of the human mind. This wasn't a physical change, but a mental one. Our ancestors began to think in ways that were previously unimaginable. Humans developed the capacity for complex language, abstract thought, and the ability to share their thoughts and ideas with others. This newfound ability allowed them to communicate intricate concepts and emotions. This cognitive power enabled humans to communicate and cooperate on a scale never seen before. They could now work together in larger groups, plan hunts, and share resources more effectively. They could now share stories, pass down knowledge through generations, and plan for the future. Storytelling became a crucial part of their culture, allowing them to preserve their history and learn from past experiences. This ability to imagine and believe in things that didn't physically exist was a defining moment. It allowed humans to create myths, legends, and religions, giving them a sense of purpose and belonging. The cognitive revolution led to the birth of culture. Humans began to develop customs, traditions, and social norms that would shape their societies for millennia. Humans began to form complex social structures, rituals, and beliefs. These social constructs helped to unify groups and create a sense of community. They created art, music, and stories, expressing their inner world and sharing it with others. These forms of expression allowed them to convey their deepest thoughts and emotions. This marked the beginning of human civilization as we know it. Small groups of nomadic hunter-gatherers began to settle down, forming the first communities and laying the foundations for future societies. This period wasn't just about survival anymore, it was about meaning. Humans started to seek deeper understanding and significance in their lives. Humans began to ask questions about their place in the universe, the nature of existence, and the meaning of life itself. This quest for knowledge and understanding continues to drive us forward to this day. For millennia, humans lived as hunters and gatherers, constantly on the move. They relied on the natural world for sustenance, following the rhythms of the seasons and the migrations of animals. This nomadic lifestyle meant that human populations were relatively small and spread out, with people living in close-knit groups that shared resources and responsibilities. But around 10,000 years ago, a revolution occurred that would reshape human history, the agricultural revolution. This monumental shift didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual process that took place over centuries, as humans began to experiment with planting seeds and taming wild animals. Humans learned to cultivate crops and domesticate animals. This newfound ability to produce food rather than merely collect it allowed for more stable and predictable food sources. Wheat, barley, rice, and maize became staples, while animals like sheep, goats, and cattle provided meat, milk, and labor. This shift from foraging to farming had profound consequences. It fundamentally changed the way humans interacted with their environment and with each other. Farming required more intensive labor and led to the development of new tools and techniques. It allowed humans to settle in one place, creating villages that grew into towns and cities. Permanent settlements meant that people could build more substantial homes and structures, leading to the development of architecture and urban planning. Food surpluses led to population growth and the specialization of labor. With more food available, not everyone needed to be involved in food production. This allowed some people to take on other roles, such as craftsmen, traders, and leaders. For the first time, not everyone had to dedicate their lives to finding food. This diversification of labor led to advancements in technology, art, and culture, as people had the time and resources to innovate and create. However, the agricultural revolution was a double-edged sword. While it brought about progress, it also introduced new challenges. Farming was hard work and dependent on the whims of nature. While it brought about progress, it also introduced new challenges. Early farmers had to deal with unpredictable weather, pests, and diseases that could devastate crops and livestock. Dependence on a few crops made societies vulnerable to famines. A bad harvest could mean starvation for entire communities, and the reliance on monoculture reduced biodiversity. The need to protect land and resources led to conflicts and inequalities. As some people accumulated more wealth and power, social hierarchies emerged, leading to the development of classes and the rise of states. The agricultural revolution marked a turning point in human history. It set the stage for the development of complex societies and the rise of civilizations. With all their achievements and challenges, it laid the foundation for the rise of civilizations, but it also came with a price. The benefits of settled life and agricultural abundance were tempered by the new social and environmental issues that arose, shaping the course of human history in profound ways. Section 4. The rise of empires, power, and its discontents. As agriculture flourished, so did human societies. Villages grew into cities, and cities expanded into empires. The ancient civilizations of Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, and China emerged, each with its own unique culture, social structures, and innovations. These empires were marked by impressive feats of engineering, architecture, and governance. They built monumental structures like pyramids and temples, developed complex irrigation systems, and created written languages and legal codes. However, the rise of empires also brought about new forms of hierarchy and inequality. Rulers, elites, and powerful institutions emerged, often exploiting the labor and resources of the masses. The story of early empires is a complex tapestry of innovation, conflict, and social change. It tells a tale of human ambition, creativity, and the enduring struggle for power and control. Section 5. The Scientific Revolution, Unveiling Nature's Secrets. For centuries, knowledge was often based on tradition, religion, or the authority of rulers. However, in the 16th century, a new way of thinking emerged, the scientific revolution. It emphasized observation, experimentation, and the search for natural laws governing the universe. Thinkers like Copernicus, Galileo, and Newton challenged established views. They made groundbreaking discoveries about the solar system, the laws of motion, and the nature of gravity, laying the foundation for modern science. The scientific revolution wasn't just about new discoveries, it was about a new way of thinking. It promoted skepticism, questioning accepted truths, and seeking evidence-based explanations. This shift in mindset had a profound impact on how humans understood the world and their place in it. The scientific revolution marked a turning point in human history, paving the way for technological advancements, medical breakthroughs, and a deeper understanding of the cosmos.